Hey, hey,
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to K&A What's the Flavor? I am, as always, Candace, and this is
Ariana.
Put Your Tongue in Your Mouth. So, guys, we appreciate you all for watching our first episode. We got a lot of good reviews, a lot of phone calls, texts. So, apparently, you guys are enjoying the content. So, thank you again for watching. And, all right, what are people supposed to do?
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
That part. So if you could just like, comment, share, subscribe, and in commenting, just leave what you want us to talk about further, any recommendations you have for us, and things of such.
Yes.
So today, I already picked our topic. We were going to put them in a bowl and have a topic for today. However, Ari said, what did you say?
Well, like the name of it is gonna be getting in trouble, but like sneaking out, smoking, drinking, all that stuff. Like a lot of the stuff that teenagers do nowadays, especially like when you're in high school.
Okay. So we will be discussing today. I think a better topic for a title rather would be peer pressure.
Okay.
Because it sounds like that's kind of what you're getting to.
Okay.
You're talking about smoking, drinking, sneaking out. That's kind of along the lines of peer pressure.
Okay.
And then if you give into peer pressure, then you get in trouble. So they'll tie in together.
Yeah.
So, getting in trouble, peer pressure. Do people pressure you into doing things?
No.
Not at all?
No.
No one's asked you to smoke?
No.
Drink?
No.
Have sex?
No.
Skip school? I knew we would. I knew we would get to one because everything was a no. Okay.
They didn't. No, not skipping school, skipping class.
So people had asked you to skip class?
Yes.
Have you skipped class?
No.
You ain't gonna lie because I done seen your attendance. So something be happening somewhere.
No. I don't skip class. I don't. I don't.
But okay, so they want you to skip class, but what are y'all skipping class to do though?
Go to lunch because it's second hour, third hour, fourth hour, fifth hour, and sixth hour lunch. So between those 5 times, you can skip your class. But first hour and seventh hour, you can't skip for real.
So you skip class to go to the lunchroom, or are they leaving school to go get something to eat?
Go to the lunchroom. If you're a senior, you can get signed out of school, and you can get in your car and leave if you have a car. So they be skipping school. But if you don't have a car, if you have a car in general, so like a senior, junior, because some sophomores have cars. So if you're in that category, you can just leave school or just not come because you have your own car, so nobody's dropping you off.
Now that I did, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did used to do that.
I know.
Your grandma, she used to go to work in the morning, and when she would leave to go to work, I would just stay home. I'm not about to go burn gas to go to school to come back home. I'm just not gonna go. But I made sure my grades always were up to par so that she didn't know that I wasn't going. Like how I check your attendance, your grandma wasn't checking my attendance. It was, oh, you got a 3.3, you got a 3.5, good job. It's like she didn't care. So the attendance part, she didn't really look at. Whereas for me, I check that attendance. I have to see what's going on. I gotta know why you're tardy. Gotta know why you're missing school. Make sure it's the days that I let you stay home.
I don't be having tardies.
That is not true. So not true. Your report card has reflected that you had a couple tardies.
I did. Okay, never mind.
She just said she had a.
So in gym, I did not know where my gym bag was. So I'm roaming the hallways trying to find my gym bag. I'm literally going everywhere. And I was just asking my friend, I'm like, can I use your gym uniform until I find
my... wash these uniforms?
Mama, it's a gym uniform.
They get all sweaty. I don't put on my sweaty clothes.
But yeah, I had to ask for her gym uniform. And she let me wear it. And then the next day, I found it. It was literally in the hallway in this random chair. I don't even know how it got out of my locker. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever. As long as I found it. Because it had my shoes in there. It had my gym uniform in there. It had my deodorant in there. And it had my perfume in there. my school perfume.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure you keep up with your stuff because it's not sanitary to wear other people's gym
If
uniforms.
it's for a grade, yes, it is.
I'm not saying that you didn't do the right thing because you wanted a good grade, but is that sanitary to wear somebody's sweaty gym clothes? That's a little nasty. Just make sure you bathe and you shower afterwards, which you're clean, so we don't have to worry about that. But I'm just saying,
Like,
just make sure you put your stuff where it should go, so you don't have to wear nobody else's.
I did though. That's the crazy thing. I don't know how it ended up not in the locker, but
Does your
yeah,
locker have a combination?
yeah, no,
No.
no,
Do you have a lock?
no.
So you are y'all able to have locks?
Yeah, you can,
So
but
why you don't have a lock?
because I don't want a lock on my locker.
So you basically what you're stating is you want people to randomly be able to go into your locker and take your stuff.
I mean, I don't do that. No shade. Not gonna lie, Cass Kids is not that ghetto to take like steal out your locker.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
a whole nother topic. Um,
they not that.
don't put your faith in too many people because they will surprise you and your bag magically grew legs on that one day and was in a place that you didn't put it.
It was
So
in the hallway still. I'm just glad I found it. I don't care about all that. All my stuff was still in there, so I was just fine.
okay. So that was a tardy because you were looking for your clothes. Other than that, you're typically not tardy. And you say you don't skip class, even though people have asked you to.
Yes.
So why don't you? It's great that you don't, for sure. But what stops you from skipping class?
Cause I don't have time. No shade. I don't have time to get cussed out at home. Like, I enjoy having my phone and my iPad and my privileges. Why would I want to get it took? Like, I had got in trouble for going to my locker and she took my phone and my iPad. I'm not doing that again. No. Cass plays with me. I don't play with them like that.
So because you don't want to get in trouble,
I don't skip.
hey, whatever works, whatever keeps you
I like this
in
phone.
class,
I like this.
I'm glad you do. If that is motivation to get you to do the right thing, then hey, by all means, keep it up, sister.
Yeah, cause I don't know. No, I don't have time for that.
So you have basically, there's consequences to what it is that you would do. What would be your advice to somebody else that who parent may not be like, oh, I'm gonna take your phone or you gonna be on punishment? What would your advice to them be to not skip class? Because yeah, you don't want to get in trouble, but there's other reasons as to why you shouldn't skip.
Because it could get to the point where you can get. I mean, I really don't know because everybody parent is different, but like your grades could drop unless your parents really don't. It's different. Like I can't really say for real because not everybody parents like care or like are that strict for real. Like my one friend, she told me that her dad was just like, "Hey, it's your grades. Whatever happens, happens. It's your life, not my life." And it's just like she don't get her phone took or nothing. So it's really just like, well, I mean, everybody parents different, so I can't really give you advice on why you shouldn't skip class. You do what you want to do, but I'm just saying, don't do it because your grades can drop. You can get in trouble at school, and yeah, and your attendance can get bad. Because if your school is like my school, is you can only have a certain amount of unexcused absences until they kick you out. So yeah, but I can't really tell you, oh, don't skip school because of this, this, this. I mean, I don't know how your parents is. No shade. So, I mean,
You in the shade.
I say no shade a lot now.
I feel like it's a little palmy over there. You got a little palm tree, a little shady over there, but it's okay. I would say in that aspect, um, yeah, you don't necessarily know how the parents are. I think the key is you don't skip class because one, it's not the right thing to do. Like when your parents sends you to school, it is with the mindset that you're going to, I'm sending you to this place and I'm going to either pick you up from this place or you're going to leave this place to return back home. So if you're out skipping class and you're doing something you have no business doing, if there is an emergency, no one knows where you are. If there is a fire, if there is um, a traumatic event that takes place at the school, no one knows where you are. They're searching around looking for you, and You done left school. You are somewhere you're not supposed to be. Like, how are they to know where you are? Like, do y'all not think about things like that? Like,
I'm not sure.
well,
I'm. I mean, I do think about that. That's why I don't do it. Because it be times where I be tempted, because I be having a sub, and I'm like, I could just dip and go to lunch. But then it'd be like, because unexpected orthodontist appointments. Like, oh, okay.
oh, you got picked up early because you had to go to the dentist.
Yeah, it's unexpected.
And they call you. They call you, and it's like, oh, well, Ariana's not here.
Even calling. Like that the day that you had came and got me, I was in gym, so it was a security guard that came in there and was just like, Ariana Williams is going home. And if I wasn't in there, I would have known I was going home. Cause it was one time, y'all, I was in middle school. I had skipped my second hour, and my second hour teacher, she checked my attendance.
Shout out to that teacher. I don't remember her name.
I do.
What was her name? It don't even matter. We ain't gonna put her out there. But shout out to that teacher, because that was a teacher that took her job serious, that cared, and that was not afraid to report you and tell on you. Now you can finish your story. What happened with this teacher?
Anyways, so she checked my attendance for my first hour and saw that I was in math, and then she saw me walk around the hallway. She was like, Ariana, why wasn't you in my class? I said, oh, I got here late. And she was like, oh, okay. So I go to my crew, right? My crew? I think it was, yeah, it was crew. I went to crew, and I had asked to go to the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and my mama had called me, and I was like, hello? She was like, get down to this office. Whoa, calm down. What are you talking about? So I'm just like, okay. So I come down there. She's like, you're skipping class? And I did not go to my 8th grade prom because of this. So homecoming, I tried to do my big one. I didn't do my big one. So sophomore homecoming, I have to do better because I did not eat down. No. But anyways, so she was like, you were skipping class. Oh, I mean, was I or was I not? Where'd you hear this from? And then I'll tell you. She was like, your teacher called. Okay, then yeah, I was skipping class. I was skipping class. And yeah, so.
That brings up a very good, valid point in that. When your parent asks you a question, you should know that they already know the answer.
No excuses. No excuses.
So she's being funny. We're going to get back to her. However, today, on this day, it is April 23rd.
No excuses.
My son, any of you all that know me knows that Kari, that is my sunshine. He brings a lot of rain and pain, but that's my baby. He gets in trouble in school. I'm asking him, why did he do what he did? This brother told me.
No excuses. and I just imagine his face. I feel like he said it with a straight face. No excuses.
It's like you want to be upset, but it's a thing to be like.
I didn't even laugh because it's just like, okay, I didn't want to get cussed out, but I'm like,
but I respect his answer, because instead of you trying to insult my intelligence, instead of you trying to play me like I'm a fool, I know what's going. I already know. So when he hit me with no excuses, it's like
she got quiet. She was like,
"Cause what can you say to that? It's nothing to say."
It was funny. The whole
so
thing
I paused,
was
but eventually I got it together and had to get him in order. But I just respect the fact that even at 7, he's not going to lie to me and try to just play me like I'm stupid. So in that, you might want to take notes from your brother, because if I come up, mind you, I'm up at your school. Somebody told me. And you and this boy like, well, I wasn't skipping. What was you doing then? Where were you? Then she hit me with, y'all, she was in the bathroom. I I'm in this school 30 minutes waiting on her.
I was in the bathroom for 30
And
minutes.
she in the bathroom for 30 minutes. I'm sitting in the office. They like, she hasn't come down yet. Said, did y'all see her come down? Because I'm still sitting here. Well, we'll call again. Call again. The same teacher that I just talked to on the phone who told me she was skipping. The teacher like, yeah, she still ain't made it to my class.
No. It was a whole different teacher. Because I was in crew and I had science second hour in crew. My crew teacher was Miss Salisbury. I love her.
Well, the whatever teacher was like, she's not here. So, yeah. So, in all of that.
And then Mr. Blue, my favorite. He came to the bathroom. He was like, not gonna lie, you should go downstairs.
Because I don't play. I don't play.
Yeah.
I will come up to your school. I don't care. This was last year, so she was still in 8th grade. I will come up to the school, 8th grade, embarrass you. Don't play with me. I send you to school to get an education. You can have all the fun you want outside of school. But I need to know where you are at all times. Because if something happens, whether it's an emergency at the school, it's an emergency at home that I got to come pick you up. If I'm already in panic mode, I don't need to be worried even more because you're not where you're supposed to be. Like, make it make sense. I get it. You want to have fun. You want to do all these things. But you never know what can happen. Split second, anything can go left and you unaccounted for. Now I got to come up to the school. Where's my child? And everybody and this boy looking at me like, I don't know. So you have to be conscious in like the decisions that you make and really evaluate. Should I really do this? Like, what am I going to get from this? Because what if? Just what if? You should always live with the mindset that the worst is possibly going to happen. What if it's a fire drill right now, or if it's a real fire and I'm not where I'm supposed to be? How are they going to know where to find me? Something happens, the school on lockdown, and they got to count all the kids, and I'm missing. Do you want me to come up to the school panicking, thinking something happened to you? You done got hurt. You injured.
No.
So just don't put me through unexpected and unnecessary things. Like, it's so much more to life than skipping a class. Like, on days when you don't feel like going to school, you done had a mental health day because you just didn't feel like going.
Mama, no. Because if I don't feel like going, you're going to be like, you're going to school.
Ari, I make you go to school every single day?
No.
That part.
So not every single day.
What you doing?
But I'm saying, like, because I'd be like, I'd be like, it's time to wake up. Be like, I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to school? No, you're going. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you have to go. Like you said in the beginning, there's only so many unexcused absences that you can have.
I know.
So,
but I don't try to not go every day.
I let you not go when it's like important, so to speak, or when you feel like I just really can't go.
Cause she think I wasn't going for a certain reason. I lost my voice. I was sick. She talk about some. You were faking.
Cause you.
I was not faking.
It's okay. Hey, whatever it is, what it is. You didn't go. It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have skipping class. That's one of our peer pressures.
Yes.
You said doing drugs. People have asked
drugs. What? No.
People
drugs.
Drugs?
I just said no. Drugs, alcohol, and sex. You said those.
Okay.
You said sex. I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. Okay. No. We're gonna talk about it anyway. So you haven't been peer pressured in doing drugs. Do any of your friends do drugs?
No comment.
So you have friends that do drugs apparently. Do they do them in your presence?
No.
Okay. And they've never asked you to?
No.
Okay. Do you have a desire to do drugs?
No.
Some people talk about it. It's like a really good thing, and it's like, oh yeah, this is great. So I'm just curious, like, why don't you want to do drugs? Again, it's very good that you don't. I'm so proud of you.
Because it's not something I desire to do. It's just like, why would I want to risk being laced? So I just don't do it to not get laced.
So you think somebody gonna put something in your drugs?
Probably.
It's a good way to look at it because it could happen.
Yeah. My cousin told me that.
Your cousin who?
Kayla.
He definitely did. He had a whole talk with you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a whole conversation about it.
Hey, listen, you got to listen to those that may know better than your parents. I don't know. So I don't do drugs. Drugs has never been my thing. I've tried. I didn't like it. I don't like the way it makes you feel. It's something that has my mind going play. I don't want to. I don't want my. Excuse me. What?
Nothing.
You whispered into the mic. Speaking to we talking. Say what's on your mind.
I said alcohol is different.
Alcohol is different. So it very much so is. When you put like drugs in your system, they got to run its course. And sometimes you can't just always sleep it off. You try to go to sleep and your mind still be all over the place. I can't deal with that. When you drink, if you get to the point, you can make yourself throw up. It's not the best, but you could just get it out your system. Throw it up. You're done. Take a nap. Drink some water. Eat some food. You good.
All right.
Drugs ain't always that way, so drugs is not my thing, and this is no knock or, as I already say, no shade to those that do drugs, but I choose not to partake, and I will have a drink when I want to, but it's not.
Yeah, and the reason you shouldn't do drugs is because you can green out from marijuana.
You go who?
Green out.
What that mean?
If you smoke too much, like it could be to the point, like if you smoke it, because some people will like with wax, they could break it and like eat the wax and stuff. That will make you green out, and greening out will like cause you to throw up, be really sleepy. You can't really function for real.
You know people that done this?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say this is new to me. I don't know anything about greening out. Even at this point in my life now, I don't even want to get drunk. That's not a good feeling. Having a hangover, that's not fun. It's not like, as you begin to get older, these are things that I'm glad right now at 14 you haven't been pressured into doing. But there will come a time when people will try to pressure you into drinking. They'll pressure you into doing drugs, and it's just a thing of just be sober minded and think things through.
No.
Because there you go. Just know, because the recovery of it is not fun. It's not worth it. It's just so not.
And like some people that get laced, they never like return to how they was before.
This is true too. And sometimes if they lace your stuff with the wrong stuff, you could also die.
Yeah, one comedian just died. Rest in peace to her. She just died. Like, I think after her birthday. Because she got laced. So.
Yeah, so it's not worth it. Like, everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. Some people will just give you something just because. And like you said, you don't know what it's going to do to your body, what it's going to do to your mind. And that temporary feeling of, oh, I just want to be free. I just want to do what everybody else is doing. That one bad decision could lead you somewhere that you can't recover from.
Yeah.
So just say no. Don't do drugs.
No drugs.
Don't drink. Just don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, as always. And then what was our other peer pressure?
Alcohol and sex. Yeah.
Somebody's at our door, but we're not worried about that. Yeah, sex. So that's another peer pressure. How do you turn that down? So just so we're clear, you are still a virgin, correct?
Yes, mother.
I just got to know. You don't know what you don't ask. This is, again, I'm getting all in your flavor. What's the flavor? I need to know.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Jesus. So why have you not decided to go that route? Because I'm sure someone has probably wanted to with you, but it's really good that you haven't. Why not?
Because it's like, because I heard about like soul ties and stuff like that, and like getting emotionally connected and physically connected. And like if I did lose it to somebody, I don't want to go through that. Because first off, I'm only 14 and a half. Like, why would I want to go through that? And like, I don't want to risk having no pregnancies, girl. I don't know, baby.
Oh yes, thank you, Jesus. No babies, no babies.
I don't want no kids till I graduate. Not high school, college. I was in
my heart. It just skipped a couple beats.
I went to say college.
Ooh, just got a little warm in here. I saw that high about to roll out. No.
Yeah.
Let us not.
I meant to say college.
Oh yes, that's more like it.
Because when I graduate, I don't know. I picked another career path I like. I picked another one.
I think we should even push that back even further to not just having a child after college.
I want to get, like I'm saying, after college, so when I get the job, get stable in a good environment, have money in a savings account and a checkings account, and is able to provide for myself. And then I'm not going to have a kid right away. I will have a dog first so I could get the gist of it. I'm still stuck on having a dog.
All of those are great. Great, great, great. You missed one aspect to that. Let's see how well you know your mama. What did you miss? You gon'
Bills?
No. You said you was gonna be.
Kids are expensive.
This is true. They are expensive, but no.
Get married.
There you go. That part. So in certain parts of your life, you should make better decisions than your mom. That would be I. There's no secret that I did not have my children while I was married. So, to prevent yourself from having to do things the hard way, you should just do things the way that, God intended for them to be done. And He intended for you to have a spouse, a husband, and then you have a child through your marriage. Does situations happen in life to where things go out of order? Absolutely. But if you can do everything in your power to do them correctly, you should. So it is great that you want to wait until you're done with college. It is great that you want to be established. You want to have your own. All of that is wonderful. But also, I just want you to put in your mind to begin to also think, I want to have a husband so that I don't have to struggle on my own and raise a child on my own. Because have I done it? Has it, worked out good for you and life has been great for you? Absolutely. But you yourself know that it's certain times that you wish you had a dad around. There are times where you wish that you could talk to your father about stuff and you don't have that ability to do so. So moving forward in your life, you should begin to think these things through. I don't really want to give myself to nobody right now because I know that this could result in an unplanned pregnancy because so many people have unplanned pregnancies. It's very rare that people actually, oh yeah, we're going to plan to have this baby. It's generally like a whoops. Oh man, now we got to figure out what we're about to do. So don't give in to peer pressure. Keep your body to yourself because unplanned pregnancies are real. STDs are also real.
Even crypto pregnancies.
What?
Crypto pregnancy.
What is that?
I think it's cryptic.
What is that?
It's when you don't know you're pregnant. Like,
how does that happen?
So you could have sex with somebody, and
I got to Google this because you said it's cryptic.
Cryptic. It's like when you don't look pregnant, you still have your period. You don't have morning sickness. You don't have none of the sicknesses or nothing.
Oh.
And then one day you just got a really bad stomach ache. You go to the hospital. You come home with a baby.
Okay, so yeah, a cryptic pregnancy is when you're pregnant but don't know it. Alrighty.
Yeah.
But even in that, you don't know it, but you had sex at some point. So it's not like it just, you're not married over again because she was the only one that just randomly got pregnant. So you would have had to have had sex in order for there to be even a cryptic pregnancy. So again, it goes back to just don't engage in sex until I would love for you to wait until you're married to have sex. Would love it. In 2025.
That's not no shade. That's like my generation is sad.
This is how we talk, y'all.
My generation going downhill is wiping out.
But in that, just because everybody else is, you're showing that you don't have to follow the trend of everybody else.
But I wouldn't want my husband to have 7 bodies. What?
So therefore, you should get a man that is also. There are some men that actually are virgins, and they wait until they're married to give themselves to women as well. Because I don't want it to just make it seem like women, we're the only
Well, we don't
prize, and
see
young
any of
ladies, you're
them.
the only prize. Young men, you are prizes as well, and you should keep your body to yourself as well. Bible says that your body is a temple, and you, young man, yours is a temple as well. You don't let everybody inside your temple. So you should definitely.
And don't put your temple inside everybody.
This is true. Don't put your temple inside of everybody.
Yes.
Oh gosh. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you have to just think these things through because like I said, we discussed pregnancies, but STDs are real.
STDs and STIs.
What are those?
STDs is something that you really can't get rid of for real. And
What does it stand for?
sexual transmitted disease.
Okay. And what is
sexual
an STI?
transmitted infection.
Okay, great
I
job.
learned this from Teen Hype at school. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad Teen Hype, thank you very much. You're doing a great job in teaching the kids about STDs and STIs. She learned something, so that is amazing.
Yeah, I had told my mama and she sat there and cried like this. Like, yeah. Because STI you can get rid of. But an STD, nah, baby, that ain't gonna work.
You can get rid of an STD as well. There, not all of them, but there are some STDs that you can get rid of.
Gonorrhea, AIDS.
You can't get rid of AIDS.
Yeah, no. That's in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you
But
don't.
also, you don't, like, that's an STD, but you don't always have to get it from having sex. Oh. You can get it, because kids are born, it was this girl that was born with AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, these are also things that you have to begin to think about because you make a decision in the moment that can last you a lifetime. So I'm glad that you're aware of the young lady. I think I know who you're talking about. She recently passed away too. She was born with HIV and she passed away. It was like late in her 30s or whatever. So she lived like a decent life, but that's something she had her whole life based off of something that took place prior to her even being thought about. Her mother contracted it, and then when you give birth, you now have passed this on to your child. And your child didn't ask for this. Of course, quite naturally, you didn't even ask for it. But these are things you don't think about in the moment because you listen to this young man or this young lady telling you, oh, I'm good, I'm clean. When the last time you been to the doctor? Because they can screen you for these things and you should be screened regularly. It shouldn't just be a thing of, I'm going to take your word for it. Because as we know, people will lie to you. And they'll tell you, oh, I ain't got nothing. You look up and now you trying to figure out what's happening. And everything is not curable. So you can have something that you have for a lifetime. AIDS is one. You can also have herpes. That's something that it may be dormant in your body, but then you have a flare up and it comes back. So you have to be mindful and really think things through and really have the tough conversations with people. And if somebody is like on some, oh, yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm sure. No, I'm sorry. I need a little more proof than that. And again, all of this comes later down the line. Because right now, they ain't going to care about you. They're going to tell you what you want to hear just to get you in that moment. And then all the crying in the world. Ma, I need to go to the doctor. And then it's like, well, Dad, what happened? This little boy. And it's like, oh, it's all bad. So do all that you can to protect yourself because you are your own advocate for yourself. You have to advocate for your own everything. So just make good decisions. Don't let nobody talk you into doing something. Because, yeah, may not always work out in your favor. Bible does say all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. However, there are some things that can happen to you and you got to live with it.
Yes.
So what else? So we discussed drugs. We just discussed drinking, sex, skipping school. What else are you peer pressured into doing?
Sneaking out.
Sneaking out of where?
That was the main one.
Sneaking out of where?
House.
First of all,
I can't sneak out my house.
I was just about to say you can't.
I can't sneak
Ain't no
nobody
sneaking out
in.
here.
I can't sneak nobody in. I can't sneak nobody out. So
Nope, not at all. We got alarms. We got cameras. Ain't no sneaking in over here. Tell you
then
that
we got a
much.
JoJo.
That part. Thank you. Shout out to JoJo because he is one of our subscribers. Yes. Neighbors pay attention. They look and they see what's going on and they will report what's happening. Absolutely. I don't need nobody coming in here.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So, what about sneaking out? Because, so, you know people that sneak out or something?
None of my friends sneak out, but like my friends be talking about it, but like they never do it.
So, what do they say? Like, I need context.
They be trying to make plans and stuff like to figure out how to do it because they also got cameras, so they be like, how I'm gonna get past the cameras, and yeah.
So, this is like at school they trying to sneak out?
No,
At
at
home?
home.
Oh.
At home, they try to sneak out at home, and they try to make a plan to figure it out at school, so when they get home they can do it.
So, but like, where are they trying to go?
See, they booze parties, just out to the car, because some kids have cars, and then you have to be friends with them, and then you could just like, you feel me? Yeah,
Yeah. So,
mostly parties.
again, I just think it goes back to kind of like what we've been saying. It's reasons why your parent doesn't want you to go somewhere. So I think in that
Because it was this story about this one girl, I forgot where it was at, but she had snuck out, and this man had drove his truck, because it was like a little party in the street, and it wasn't Mardi Gras. I forgot what it was. It was something, and she had drove. They was partying and stuff, and the man had drove his truck, speeding through the sidewalk, and had killed a bunch of people, and she had snuck out to go to this thing, and she had ended up dying from sneaking out.
oh
Let me see if I can look it up. You can go ahead and talk.
yeah, that's and that is a reason why you should not sneak out right there. Like it is unfortunate that she lost her life behind that, and it goes back to like again kind of what I've been saying, trying to stress like you do something in the moment and you don't understand the consequences that may come along with doing that. So here it is, she wanted to just go to a party, and apparently since you had to sneak out, your parent apparently told you no. So now you done went against what they said. Now you went where you weren't supposed to be.
Oh, it was in New Orleans on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so you went somewhere that you weren't supposed to be, and now you like lost your life. So your parent is already upset with the fact that you disobeyed them, but now I'm also hurt that my child is no longer here. Like, who wants to have to endure that? A lot of times you may not get it or understand it, but your parent tells you no for a reason. Is again, a good parent doesn't want you to not enjoy life, doesn't not want you to experience things. Good parents, we want you to enjoy life, embrace it, have all the fun that you can, but we also want you to be safe. We also want you to think things through. We also want you to make good decisions. And sometimes your kid may not be willing to make a good decision, or what they're telling you they want to do in your mind doesn't sound safe. So it's like, no, you probably shouldn't do that. And instead of, if you want clarity as to why the answer was no, you can ask, like, okay, I really would like to do this. Why are you telling me no? Or is it maybe later down the line I could do it? It could be a various different reasons as to why your parent is saying no. But to be upset and go against what they said, like, you can definitely do so. But then there's also consequences. And they may not, again, always be in your favor. You may make a decision, and like that young lady did, you went off and you did something. Now your life is completely gone. It's over. Was it really worth you going to that party? Were you going to have that much fun? Like, you have to make good choices and make good decisions.
Yeah.
Kind of like how God is with us. He has limitations and he has boundaries and barriers that he doesn't want us to cross. We have free will and free choice to do what it is that we want to do. And there are a lot of times we disobey God and we go against what he has said. But then in going against him, you have to deal with the consequences behind that. Bible clearly tells me that I should have waited to have sex when I was married. I chose not to. What happened? have a beautiful daughter now. So beautiful.
Don't touch me.
Don't, girl. I am your mother. I can touch you if I want.
That's what she be saying to me.
Yeah, because I'm the one you touch me.
I got my nails done. I was doing this. She was like, "Don't touch me."
Yeah, because that's what we do. But yeah, so it's like I went against what I was clearly told not to do. I now have a child. You
too.
Apparently, because I didn't learn the first time. So it's like you can do things, but the consequences that come behind it, you got to live with them. And you can't always then go to your parent and be like, please, please, do. Nah. Hard head make it soft. So therefore, you're behind. You going to have to learn some things. So don't sneak out. Because again, anything happened. It was like an episode on the Cosby Show like that. I think it was like Vanessa. She was supposed to be over her friend's house. And it was like a fire at the house. And they was all like panicking. And Vanessa was out living her best life. I think she went to a concert all the way out of state. Like she was clowning. Mama went all the way off on her. So it's like you have to know. You had that feeling. I'm sure it's like you get a gut feeling like, I probably shouldn't do that. You should probably listen to that feeling. That is generally the Holy Spirit trying to tell you, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And you can keep going if you want. But then in your case, Ari, you know you got a mama that will take your phone, that will take your tablet, that will even take your door off the hinges if necessary.
Well, we never got there.
Listen, just know that it can come.
No.
There's no limits to what I would do to
she
protect
took Ari TV. She never took my TV, but she took Ari TV.
Because I don't play. If I tell you something, it is not to hurt you. It is not to harm you. It is for your protection. And you may not understand what I'm trying to protect you from. And like I said, if you want to have a conversation, we can discuss it and I can further explain it to you. Just so you're aware, this is why I feel this way. However, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that you could just be like, oh, whatever, I'm about to do it anyway. And if you choose to do so, just know the Lord will let me know. Put your tongue in your mouth. Like, what's that so random?
I know.
What is that about?
I don't know. Just like how I said no shade. And just like I have my little mama phase. I get a new phase. What's it called?
I don't know.
Catchphrase every week. I have little mama. And I don't know why I stopped saying little mama.
I'm glad you did because it was getting on my nerves.
I did start. I started saying little mama because I got my hair done. And when I had got my hair done, we went to go pick up. No, my mama had my little cousins in the car. And I saw Maya and my mama called her mama. So I was just like, hey, little mama. And then it just stuck. And I just kept saying little mama. So that's where little mama came from.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you kind of phased that one out, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah, and then no shade. No shade been going on for 2 weeks. It's been going on for 2 weeks. And I did have another one. But yeah. I don't know what happened to that one. I forgot that one.
I'm just glad they go as fast as they come.
Yeah.
All right, so you're good on peer pressure? You understand?
Yes.
Why you should not give in to peer pressure?
Yes.
You understand that if somebody tries to get you to do wrong,
do right.
There you go.
Yes.
Are you brave enough to stand up to those that want you to do wrong, even though you know it's wrong?
Yes.
Okay. You all heard it here first. She said that she knows right from wrong. She's not going to give in to peer pressure.
So I won't be pregnant or drunk.
Thank you, Jesus.
Or on the street, like my cousin said, on the street, strung off drugs, and then begging for money. And then I'm going to drive past you one day and just see you and not say nothing because, hey, I told you not to do it and I'm only going to tell you one time.
So, in our family, we tend to give
real honesty. No.
Very graphic, like, scenarios.
Yeah, my uncle does that a lot.
Yeah. So, because again, we want you to know that these are possibilities. It is possible that if you do drugs and you get hooked, you will go to crazy lengths to get this high again.
Hold on, wait. Y'all, that car just drove in front of the house. And I know y'all heard that because I heard it in the headphones.
I'm saying, yeah, that bass was loud in that car. It's a little loud.
I know y'all heard that.
We have to figure that
it.
out. Like, the car just driving down the street. I don't know. But yeah, like we give these graphic scenarios because that's what could happen. And we don't want that to be your outcome. Because I'm sure it would hurt your cousin's heart if he saw you on the corner.
He said it himself.
With a sign.
He said he will feel bad, but he
said I would keep driving.
Yeah, he said he gonna keep driving. He said I would feel bad, but I got 2 kids to worry about, so I'm just gonna drive off.
And that's real.
I'll probably throw you $1.
And he didn't even say he was throwing you $1. He said that he was going to leave you there and drive off. And I feel him on that, because if you have made a decision and people have tried to forewarn you and told you ahead of time not to do these things, that's a choice that you want to bring upon yourself. Like, you can't say I didn't know. Everybody is taking the time to have these conversations with you, which is why we opened up the platform the way that we did, so that we can have these conversations. Because when you know better, the expectation is that you should do better. So I don't want to ever see you out on the corner trying to ask for money because you're trying to get your next shot of liquor or you trying to get your next high. Like, no. There are other options that are afforded to you, and you should utilize those as opposed to making bad decisions. But if you choose to sneak off and do something you ain't got no business doing, just know that
your fault.
Your help is going to be limited, because your cousin going to drive past you. Your uncle going to drive past you. Your mama will probably go a different route because I don't want to see you out there. So I ain't even going to drive past you. I'm going to just go a detour. Go a whole nother route just so I ain't got to see my baby standing on the corner asking for $1 because she done fell off bad. No. Make good choices. And if you got friends that make bad choices, don't keep them around as friends. You should leave them, because sometimes their habits rub off on you. So right now you have the mindset of, I'm not going to give in to peer pressure. And that is amazing. But as you stay around a person for so long, they can then try to tempt you and persuade you to do things that you shouldn't do. So if them the type of friends you got, hey, first off, let's stop calling them friends.
My friends is actually like my group chat. Yeah, yo, I got a group chat now. I love my 7 out of 7.
That's what y'all call it? 7 out of 7?
No, that's how many people's in the group chat.
I was just asking, is that the name?
So it's 6 girls and 1 boy. So he the only boy in there. We love him. He's the bestest. But pretty much all of them go to church in my group chat.
And that's good.
But Shelly go to church when she come over here.
That's good.
So yeah, all of them go to church. All of them believe in God. That's what I love about my group chat, because we do be having conversations like that. And we do be having motivational talks and stuff.
And that sounds like a good set of friends to have around you,
and
because you need people to help encourage you. You need people to inspire you to do good, because when everybody else is doing bad, you be like, well, I kind of should do it as well. But if you have a solid circle of people that believe the same thing you believe, they can easily tell you, Ari, we probably shouldn't do that. You know, you got 4th hour that you need to be going to, like, get to class. So pay attention to it. Yeah.
4th hour is very specific.
That part. Because again, you never know. The Holy Spirit will tell me what I need to know. So what's 4th hour?
Specific. I got biology. I don't skip biology.
Okay, well, let's make sure you keep going to biology. So yeah, just know. Sometimes you just randomly speak things and it'd be like, where did that come from? I know you don't know.
4th hour lunch is funny because
no, don't go. That ain't your lunch hour. Go to biology.
No, because that's what old dude lunch hour is.
Who's old dude?
Mama, don't.
That boy?
Yes, that boy.
Girl, we're not even about to talk about him. Like, beat it.
It's funny. That's why it's oddly Pacific.
Pacific? That's ocean.
Specific.
Thank you. That part. Yeah. So, Always going to make good choices, good decisions in life. We're proud of her. That is amazing. Um, as always, is what did we? You've been doing your flavors of the day. Those
Yeah.
are great.
I do
So
them before she get in the car.
yeah, you do, but you need to slow down in talking because I don't. Somebody asked me what you said on one of them, and I listened to it a couple times, and I said honestly, I don't know. So yeah, when you're doing your flavors, like we hear the flavor, but then it.
This morning I did it slow. I did it really slow.
Okay, well, it was one of them days. Somebody didn't hear it. You did not do your flavor shout outs Friday. That was Good Friday. I don't think we even had nothing to shout out.
No.
But yeah, again, so remember, if you want your flavor shout out on Friday.
I gave my grandma a shout out when we had did the episode on Monday, so.
Yeah. So flavor shout outs, make sure you send those over to us. That is basically anything that you have going on.
Like, okay, y'all. Like, yesterday was my Nana birthday. Y'all need to say happy birthday to her. Because she was really, really happy. And, y'all, it's her 18th birthday. It's her 18th birthday. So, y'all got to say happy birthday to her.
Yes.
The math is mathing.
I don't know where y'all got 18
the
from,
math
but
is
they
mathing.
were adamant that she was 18 yesterday.
Yeah, she had went to lunch. She had got some Skechers, y'all. She went bowling. So y'all need to say happy birthday to her because she was really happy.
So that was yesterday. We celebrated her birthday. Grandma turned 18 plus a whole lot. But yes, we love Grandma.
Why she playing with my Nana like that?
Because y'all funny.
My Nana is 18.
What else do we upcoming events. May 10th.
Mother's Day brunch.
Yes, Mother's Day brunch will be 1:30 p.m. on May 10th. The location, of course, we're not going to just put it on here. But if you have my number, text me. I will let you know where it is. So that is taking place next month. Also, fourth Saturday meetups will begin again next month in May. So that is where you come out, bring your little ones, your young ladies, and we will have in-person conversations, chop it up.
And wait. After when we start our meetings back. June 2nd is coming up.
So she just stopped it to talk about her birthday. Girl, nobody worry about that.
Yes, we are worried about that.
We're not.
I'm gonna make y'all. My birthday coming up. That's
okay. So, anyways, as I was stating, for Saturdays we will begin meeting up. Bring your young ladies, parents. You're also invited to come. That is where we have in-person conversations with the question bowl.
Friend to friend.
Yep. Okay. Mother to mother, friend to friend. Kick it, chop it up. First half is the kids. Second half is the adults where we just come together and talk. So those, again, will be starting back up in May. Anything else that we're missing?
No,
I think that is all that we have. We touch base. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. Again, this is any comments or topics that you want us to discuss. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, we ask that you...
Wait. We're missing something.
What we missing?
Flavor.
We're doing the wrap up, and then at the end we do the flavor.
Oh,
you in these ways like you like to hold the press. Like we got this.
No shade, y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend.
There you go. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now we get to the flavors. So today we are talking about peer pressure.
So self-control.
So the flavor
is self-control.
The flavor for peer pressure is
just self-control.
Self-control.
And patience.
Patience.
Just self-control and patience. That's what the flavor. That's like
I think we should add some more to that.
Gentleness. No,
not gentleness. I feel like joy. Because in that, when you're letting someone pressure you into doing something that you really don't want to do,
and
that
love.
is you allowing someone to steal your joy. So I think the flavor of peer pressure, to avoid peer pressure, is self-control for sure.
Patience. Joy. And I say love.
And love.
Because I'm on this self-love journey. So if you love yourself, you wouldn't listen to nobody else's peer pressure. You would listen to what you want to do.
And that is a good journey to be on.
Yes, I'm on a self-love journey. I want to take care of myself more and start doing like things that'll help benefit me. And yeah, so self love is another part of our flavor today.
All right, self love is also included in it. We'll have to do an episode for you to kind of share what your self love journey looks like, how that is, and you can possibly inspire others to self love themselves as well.
Okay.
Speaking of love, we love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. As always, we love you, but God loves you more.
Bye bye.